What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another trade recap. Today is September 18th, 2025, and today I did not take any trades. Just want to go over through how I felt and um, what happened in the market. And so I would say my bias was pretty spot on. Let me get the bias right here. This was my daily bias, right? Screenshot was taken before market open at 9:18, right? I said I wanted to see us trade lower, create an SMT with London lows and Asia lows with ES, and then trade higher. Right, that was pretty much my thought process. I thought we could respect maybe just this 1 hour, or in this morning case, we traded all the way down to this 15-minute gap. So if we look right here, go to the 15-minute. Right, we traded right into this 15-minute gap. We have this SMT with ES or with London and Asia with ES, right, where ES is trading all the way down here, and I wanted to see a reaction to the upside, right? So we got that displacement higher, and due to my entry model, I had to take the highest time frame fair value gap in the leg, which would be this 5-minute, right, from this high to this low. And I wanted to take this 5-minute inversion, but the close was like way up here, right? The close is way up here. If this were the case, I would need to, put my stop loss like that. It would be a 1 to 1.5, or I mean, this is already generous. It would actually probably need to be down here, and that's just really huge of a stop loss. It's just really unfortunate we didn't just get a candle close somewhere right around there, and this could have been a pretty solid RR trade without having to take on additional risk. I was really hoping for this 5-minute to close somewhere in this area. I would have taken that. Another thing I was looking at was this trade right here. Same concept, right? We created a 3-minute fair value gap with this move up, right? Inverting all of these, creating a little bit of 3-minute BPR. And we had a 1-minute change in the state of delivery right here, right? The down close candle, or the up close candle that closes above the down close candle that swept liquidity. Right, so this would be our liquidity sweep. Right, we close above it. We have the change in the state of delivery. We have, price respects it so perfectly here inside of this 3-minute gap. And once you see that expansion up, if there was like a 1-minute fair value gap here, I think I would have tried to rip this, something that looks along the lines of this, because if this is really a protected, if we're going to be bullish, right, this is going to be a protected low, because it traded into that 3-minute fair value gap and respected the change in the state of delivery, right? We probably would have something like this, probably take profit 1 at a 1-to-1 here, and then continuing to take profit 2, and maybe probably just take profit 2 here for a 1.5, something like that, or whatever, something along the lines of that. And this would have been super discretionary, because we're rejecting a 3-minute, not a 5-minute or 15-minute, rejecting a change in the state of delivery, not really something I've back tested, or not really something I've tested too much. But yeah, that was the setup that I wanted to take. The only thing I'm willing to take now is maybe if we generate liquidity, get a manipulation leg, like a 1030 manipulation lower, and then we trade higher for continuations long, because ES still has a lot of room to take, and I don't think that NQ is just going to dump immediately after sweeping all-time highs. I'm still going to be bullish until proven wrong, and I think that would be when this 4-hour gets inverted. If we come down and we invert this 4-hour, then I can expect what CPI lows, and then all of this low resistance liquidity to get hit. But for now, that's what I'm thinking in the market. But another no trade day. And we didn't trade yesterday because of FOMC, but there was a pretty nice 5-minute setup that I want to go over that I saw on my phone. Something like this, right? Market opened up, traded lower, created that 5-minute fair value gap, trade into the one that's more in premium, right? We get a 5-minute inversion out, we generate liquidity right next to London lows. 5-minute inversion, right? And then bang, you just hold for a 1-to-1 at that point, right? And you'd get it in that first 5-minute candle that sweeps out liquidity. Yeah, so that was yesterday, but this was today's price action. Honestly, a little bit frustrating seeing that I've only taken 2 trades in the past 2 weeks and they've both been losses. I'm looking to, try to get some wins under my belt back, but like, I feel like I have a really strong read on price, and my daily bias is, super accurate. Not super accurate. It's like majority of the time it pretty much plays out to what the market's gonna do. It's just finding these entries into the market that I'm having a little bit of a difficult time with right now. I feel like either there's too many gaps in the leg, or the inversion closes way past the fair value gap, and it's just those two things really. But yeah, that'll be all for today. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we get a good setup there. I'm not too upset because I know we just need like a 1-to-2, a 1-to-3, or even just 2 trades to get back to where we were. It's definitely possible. I've seen it in my back testing before where, I start off the month 0-2 and then we come back and, we're up 3% by the end of the month. But, yep, I'm not stressed out, not worried. We'll just see what happens tomorrow. But for today, I'm going to be done trading. Alright, peace out.